Alrighty, welcome back to Not-so-Newbee Rumble 15 again. And yeah, first video after my holidays. Sadly, no stream until now, and even now that's just a video because the internet is causing me some issues. But yeah, basically my free time was kind of packed full with lots of free time things. Helping out family members, all that sort of stuff. Well, but whatever, I finally found the time and we can continue with the losers brackets, where now we have the Shox against the ChiBC. Right, Shox should be... there it is. And the ChiBC is right here. Let's see. Right, yeah, so ChiBC, the fast, mostly wooden and alloy. Yeah, wooden alloy, a lot of it. Ship. This thing would hate the new flame effects. Like, it has flame... we have flamethrowers now. This is still an alpha test, so flamethrowers are a thing, technically. Just not on any of these vehicles, because they were built before that. Do we have anything with lasers? That might cause some fire. Okay, how's the ChiBC? ChiBC is getting beat up quite bad. But so is the Shox. It's quite even fight. See, this is... well, it is just superstructure damage. Actually, no, it's engine damage too. Huh. Well, this is quite the hole. But yeah, both of these vehicles are lots of wood all over the place. Like in here, a ton of wood. This thing would hate fire. Right now, ChiBC is in the lead. But no, it isn't anymore. Oh, never mind, it is. It just popped the turret. So wait, how thick is the turret armor on the Shox? Yeah, that's not stopping the ChiBC shells. Just has to get lucky then, huh? But how's the ChiBC looking? It's also down to 90. A lot of which is apparently just this side. Like all of it is gone. Oh. Those look now. Oh, that's that backed Kram turret. Kind of disabled. Yeah, it's gone. Oh. Here comes the next sets of shields, which may actually disconnect the back trap. No, they don't. Not quite. Well, yeah, ChiBC's looking like it's going to take this one. Oh, if only that had penned, they could have taken that main gun off. Here comes the diffs, and oh, that's over-penning. Was it? Or did it just fall out underneath or something? I swear I saw something go right through this turret. Yeah, it's dead. This turret is basically fucked. Any other weapon systems operational here? Because that turret isn't. It does not look like that is the case. So, congratulations to the ChiBC. Okay, ChiBC takes a win. Gotta quickly put that into the brackets. And next up we've got the Anaconda fighting the Plasma Mako. That one's an interesting fight too. Well, I hope. Here's the Anaconda and the Plasma Mako. I'd put my money on the Plasma Mako, but that may also just be false expectations. Okay, so here's the Anaconda. And I paused fast enough so it's still in its original colors. And now it isn't. Let's see who wins this battle. Right, since the Plasma Mako battles generally tend to take a fucking long time, some talk about my vacation to Sicily. It was, well, interesting. I have developed a distinct hatred for Greek temples and vases. I hate seeing those now. I didn't know Sicily was just completely inhabited by the ancient Greeks, apparently, but it was, I guess. Which sure is interesting, but running from temple to temple for 14 days just ain't it. On the bright side of things though, there were also some nicer things to do, like for example I was on Mount Etna just like a few days before it started producing those vapor rings. 2 or 3 days I believe it was. So I got almost all the way up top on that. Had some nice walks out in some other nature parks or whatever. And overall just had relatively nice people around, which was also helping quite a lot make the temples more bearable. And as for Sicily itself, it's southern Italy. I've seen it in Napoli as well, or Naples, for those who speak English rather than Italian for the names. Basically they put their trash almost everywhere. The sides of the roads are full of trash in most places. They also burn their trash everywhere, which was not the sort of thing I'm used to seeing, but after a few days I kinda got used to all just smoke rising from different farms. Not a thing I'd like to see in Germany. We don't have that here normally. And as a firefighter, I do kind of get nervous when I see some smoke rising from very close by a building. But yeah, well, anyways. I did eventually get used to that. I also took a swim in the Mediterranean Sea, which around this time of year is still quite cold. Surprisingly enough. Weather was nice, around 25 degrees Celsius all days. And I think we had only like 2 days where it wasn't like clear blue skies. So that was nice. I somehow magically managed to not get a sunburn despite my Northern European skin being extremely sensible to sun. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that vacation. Is there anything else that was on that vacation? Well, not really, apart from the trip back with... Well, first of all, we flew from Catania in Sicily to Munich airport. Oh! So the Anaconda takes the AI, oh, that's... I mean, I knew it had some EMP, but I didn't expect that. Well, anyways, where did I stop? Oh yeah, the journey back. So basically we flew to Munich airport, where we arrived around, I believe, 2 PM. And in Munich, from Munich, we wanted to journey back up to northern Germany by train, which usually quite a good idea. From Munich to Hamburg only takes like 6-7 hours with the intercity trains. And yeah, but basically if we had taken an earlier train, we would have arrived in Hamburg and not gotten any further up north. So we kind of took one at 11 PM, which then got cancelled. Fortunately, there was a replacement train going at the same time. Although it took a different route, so it kind of took 9 hours to get up to Hamburg, more like 10. And then in Hamburg, we kinda had to wait for another hour before we could get home. But yeah, basically, the journey from Sicily to home took 26-ish hours, which during that time I did not sleep, which is why I didn't stream on Sunday. Right, yeah, but anyways, next battle. The Insanity against the Piersimp. Where's the Insanity? It should be somewhere up here. There it is. And the Piersimp is way down here. Alright, see how this one goes. The Piersimp's Krams should, that's my Discord, not yours, be able to kill the Insanity if it gets somewhat lucky. So here's a bunch of Krams. And it does not in fact get lucky, it is Kram. Let's follow the Insanity for a moment. And it is melting a Piersimp a bit. Oh, there come the torpedoes though. You see him creeping up slowly. This one hitting this very narrow area right next to a turret might hurt. Oh, nope, it didn't hurt as much as expected. When's the next Kram? Yeah, there we go. Hitting straight midships. But I can't see any batteries, so the Insanity should still be fine. But 2 Krams seem just to be straight up disabled. It's down to the last Kram and its torpedoes. Which, those torpedoes can do damage. Sometimes. If they hit the right areas. That Kram just did nothing. I think that Kram got damaged too. Yeah, it disabled. It is not looking good for the Piersimp here, not gonna lie. It ain't doing so hot. Well, here come the torpedoes. Maybe they can clutch it out. I don't know how they should, but they can try. Okay, so disabling like one of the 2 propellers is a start. But it's likely not enough. Yeah, there goes the Piersimp. It's despawning already. Despite all of that frontal armor, it did not win that one, or did not outlast this APS fire. Huh. Unfortunate. For the Piersimp, of course. Anyways, next battle yet again. Gotta quickly put the win for the Insanity on the board. And next up, continuing with the losers bracket, of course, we have the Lau Saulun against the Righteous. Huh. So grab the Lau Saulun. I already scrolled past this. There it is. Against the Righteous, which is right here. Okay, so the Righteous has its issues with specifically side armor, from what we've seen. But the Lau Saulun is not exactly known for dealing a ton of damage. So maybe it's getting a decent matchup here. Oh. As the Lau Saulun almost blew up the missile batteries in the back. Actually, maybe they did damage them. Oh, it was so close to damaging those missiles. I hope that's not the AP. It's not actually for the guns. I hope they have the built-in ammo. Because otherwise that's an issue. We'll see in a moment. Lau Saulun is, in the meantime, taking more damage than it dished out with that first salvo. And here Righteous missiles, which do have a fair share of EMP damage. Lau Saulun's guns actually deal decent damage. Decent-ish at least. But is it enough? Like what? Oh, now the interceptor turret at the back is up and running. That may in fact be enough to stop following missile salvos from the Righteous. Oh, as if it heard that, it sends one salvo on the turret but doesn't hit enough. Here come the missiles again. Let's see if they get intercepted. And they do. The Lau Saulun isn't really firing anymore. Oh, I see Kram parts. It seems as though the Righteous has through the armor, while losing a lot of its. Actually, it's not that bad yet. Although that is bad. That was a lot of AI components. Was Lau Saulun? Oh, that was all the detection, wasn't it? Because the Righteous is kind of drunk now. Got the Kram moment. Can the missiles get through? They can. They didn't do much, but they did get in. Yeah, the Lau Saulun now has quite the advantage because the Righteous is drunk and heavily reliant on those missiles now, which in this case, oh, may get intercepted. Yes, they do. Also, that Kram managed to somehow miss again. The Righteous somehow still in the lead. Impressive stuff. How's that front turret looking? It seems to be taking a bunch of hits every now and then. Nothing much. That looks like it hit the side, which... Oh, no it didn't, it just missed. Side hits still do kill the Righteous quite fast. We've seen that time and time again. A little bit of EMP here and there. Oh, what could torpedoes be doing in this situation? Actually not much, because the Lau Saulun does have interceptor as well. That's chunk of the bow, and... oh, that's APS actually. That must have hit the side. Yes, it did. See, yeah, that's what I meant with the sidearm was weak. It's metal and alloy. 1 meter of each. Not great, not terrible. That is again my Discord, not yours. And what's up with Discord today? I gotta go check. So have fun following the Lau Saulun for a second. I guess I have time for that. Well, don't have time now, but later. Oh, there goes the interceptor turret. That's huge for the Righteous actually, which, despite being blinded, is still out-damaging the Lau Saulun. Actually, does Lau Saulun have any, like, functional Krams around? I bet it'll fire a shell every second. Yeah, there goes a shell. It does in fact have a gun. What did that hit? Oh, that popped the turret cap on the back turret. And that popped that turret cap. So the Righteous is down to its missiles. Lau Saulun's about to turn this one around, is it? EMP could stop any... Why did it, like... Neither of these are AI dead. Why did it turn its turrets like that? Did it, like, lose the... Does it have multiple AIs perhaps, or did it just lose the transmit? Oh, it's still working. No idea what's going on with it then. It may just not shoot Krams at enemies that are that low in the water. Which, fair. But in this case that may be an issue. Battle is still going for another 3 minutes and 30 seconds-ish. I do not see AI parts. Do these Krams kill the missiles? They do not. These missiles in the back, they're clutching it out right now. And here they come. Hitting everywhere. What's that heavy armor box at the back here? It's material storage and engine and whatnot. Huh. It's been so long since we've inspected the vehicles, I'm actually not sure anymore the Lau Saulun had any like EMP weaknesses around. I quite literally do not know for sure. Yeah, missiles out, missiles hit everywhere. But do not kill the AI. Man, this is certainly boring. A waiting game. Oh. Nope. Although I did see, like, Surge Protector falling out. Hooray. Damage. How are things looking? Things are looking up. Here they come again. Chomping off some metal, some Kram internals, and yeah, alloy, I guess. This last bit of the battle is one hell of a waiting game. And yet it could still actually swing. Like if one of those turrets gets popped, that's painful. Oh, is that AI parts? No, it isn't. Of course it isn't. Surge protectors. Lau Saulun seems to have a ton of surge protectors. It is not dying to EMP anytime soon. Watch the next missile salvo kill the AI somehow. But it did take off a turret cap. Further making sure the righteous takes a lead here. Oh, what poor vehicles. Having to fight for all this time just to get this fairly boring end. Oh? Oh? And that's game. The righteous takes the win. And I guess we move on to... I guess we can do one more battle. Simply because it's the Kram mark against the ChiBC. the thing that's supposed to rush in against the thing that's supposed to run away. Let's see how well that goes. Knowing this interaction from World of Warships, I'd say kiting, or well, what the ChiBC does is the winning strat, but in this game it doesn't just matter what strategy you use. It also matters how well you've built your vehicle. And the Kram mark is very well built in a lot of ways. At least it's surprisingly survivable. Unless we've seen that in like one of the last few videos. Unless it is being touched in like a very specific spot somewhere around here. In which case it just dies. I do not know how or why, but it does. Oh! We found the spot! We found the spot! But on the other side. See, that's the hidden spot where just this little corner. And I think the front Kram is actually fucked. Oh no, it fired something. This little teeny shell is probably front gun. And how much does that do to the ChiBC? It over-penetrates. It kills one of the diffs on this side, but it over-penetrates. That's... oh, that's a Kram moment. Whoa. Oh, we found the spot again, I think? No, not quite. Oh, that was close. It's hit around here. The corner is around this. No, yes. Yes, it's around here. This little patch back here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. The ChiBC is getting the fuck out of there. The diffs are clutching this out. Like, sure, the ChiBC has taken damage. But for how evasive the Kram mark tends to be, that first hit must have been quite lucky. Oh, there goes some wood. And a diff, actually. ChiBC just avoiding damage. Wiggling its stern. Look at the wiggle. Oh, ass blasting. I mean, you can't be hitting straight on the stern of a ship. That's just... oh, that's that diff. Rip. So there's not many diffs left, which were what originally damaged the Kram mark so much. You kinda gotta get those diffs up back. That hurts. That hurts a lot. It actually pushed the ship down with how heavy that was. Or with how strong that explosion was. How far can the ChiBC run? Should it turn broadside? Oh. The diff. I thought for a moment. I thought. Again, ship being straight up punched down by an explosion. Engine? Radiators at least? Kram? Oh, that hurt. But the ChiBC goes on. It must flee. And it must miss all Kram shots. Oh, that's another hit. And what a hit. ChiBC now no longer in the lead after that first initial hit. The Kram mark avoids Kram. And hits in return. Oh, actually, that, you know what? Let's get a screenshot of this one. Let's just... I was hoping it would be more confetti, but Actually no. This one's not confetti enough. The ChiBC is still kind of running. Although at this point it would probably benefit from turning for a fight. Just because it needs those guns. Close. And that's a bounce. Still, the ChiBC needs to turn for a fight. Or get lucky again, that's also an option. Is it going to get lucky? Nope, that shell's not lucky. Again, the shell fuses too far away from target. I should limit evasion a bit more for the next Newbee Rumble, but like, not too much, of course. Still, dodging Krams at this sort of range. Then again, a Kram brought the Kram mark to the losers bracket, I do believe. See, this is nice. This is a nice picture. This is thumbnail material. Confetti everywhere. And onwards. With a bit more explosive power that could have been fatal, but not as it stands. And oh, that hits. Oh, that hit something. And that did something too. Actually, that's one of the Krams out entirely. Wait, another slowdown? Oh, it just hit some random ammo box or something, I guess. The ChiBC is making it a bit more interesting again. Also took off a rangefinder. Not sure how much that matters, but hey, it's something. Oh, poor Kram. Dodged like that. And that hurts. The Kram mark is still running on a decent amount of materials. ChiBC has a slight advantage in that regard, but not by much. And then he misses again. He gets hit in return. It's not winning like this. Also 66.6. ChiBC is clearly cursed. We see it right here, right now. Yeah. No hits for the poor thing. Well, only hits straight to the turret face, apparently. How is the ChiBC supposed to return from this one? It also lost the propeller, so it can hardly return to face correctly and get all turrets online. Oh, that shot didn't even arm. That's just... well, like, I guess lucky in a way? For the ChiBC? But yeah, this battle is definitely taking long enough. So yeah, it will be the last one. Unlike most times where I say last battle and then do 5 more. This will actually be the last one. It's also like the first day of the week where I'm not off to do whatever else after work, so I guess I might just go and sleep early. Been to a birthday of a friend yesterday and came home like 11 PM ish, which for still being on barely any sleep after that last weekend, I could have done with a bit more sleep. good news is I get to go to work half an hour late tomorrow. So I can kind of sleep in a bit. And eat breakfast. I don't usually do that. I usually save some time there. The question is, does the ChiBC have any functional weapon? Or is it just firing blanks? It's not looking good. Yeah, I think we can just skip ahead and say that's that. So yeah. Finally, Newbee Rumble returns, or Not-so-Newbee Rumble. I will still try to stream on Sunday if the internet kind of gets a hold of itself. Else I'll just be making a video again. We will return to the normal schedule. Actually, let me check how many battles we have left, because that should be interesting to know. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the finals, which means 7 to 8 battles. We can do that in one video. So yeah, next week actually may be the last Newbee Rumble 15 video. Until then, goodbye.